So it's not nearly as bad as it was last night, but this is all rainwater. This used to be dry when we set up our tents, but this is now a river of rainwater that comes down, and it's pooled up a ton under my tent. Last night it was even worse. I mean, last night it was wet all the way up to here, and it was a pool maybe an inch or more thick. And then it continues on over here, and over there, that's where Alice's tent was set up, in that big pool. So yeah, that was a mess. So the inside of my tent is definitely wet. It just pooled up with a ton of water. So I'll do my best to dry off what I can, and then hopefully we'll get a chance to dry this off today. Hey everybody, we've got the Great Flood behind us. You can see there.
It doesn't look.
The Great Flood of 2024. Yeah, that was a wild night. I think we've showed you, but you had to really be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we got the tent reset up, it wasn't that bad. We slept pretty well.
Yeah.
But man, what a night. We learned a lot. We learned a lot about picking campsites. Like,
yeah.
You can, now that I know what to look for, I can be like, oh yeah, those look like a river bed. But
yeah, it didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
When we picked our spots last night, I was like, this looks so nice.
Yeah.
And then it downpoured rain, and it almost took me away.
Yeah, the river by us here went up at least 1.5 feet, if not 2 feet, just this morning. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's wet.
Everything's wet.
I'm sure you can assume.
On top of that, we have a 20-mile day today.
Yep. Yep.
And I think we have a river fording, which is going to be interesting. We'll have to be extra careful. Yeah. Yeah, I think them's the shakes. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a long day, but we're going to stay positive.
We got this.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, look at this little cottontail.
So cute.
Hello.
What a cutie.
Just wants to be friends.
In and out.
After last night's flood, the trail is so wet. This is just a regular, what would normally be a small stream. It's created a huge pond here. It's gonna be interesting once we get to the actual river fording we have today. All right, the bridge is closed here, so this is the river fording that we have to do. What are you thinking, Alice?
I'm thinking I'm going for a swim. I don't know.
Yeah. You're doing great. It's an ice bath for your feet. Yay! All right, we've made it past the river part. Well, the river fording challenge of today. There's still gonna be lots of rivers though, so we'll get more of that. But now we're on to the 2,000-foot climb challenge, our biggest mountain of the day.
The Mountain of Doom.
Ooh. Yeah, so we're taking a little breather, collecting ourselves, and then we're taking off. Up, up, up. Whew. This is Chestnut Knob Shelter. This is, I guess, an old fire warden's house. But it's fully enclosed, it's got a door, it's really sturdy. It's a cool spot.
Yeah. But there were tons of them. Like the babies came right up to me. Yeah.
Okay, so we just made it through a torrential downpour. That was wild. Sorry I didn't film for it, but it was really coming down and we had to get everything covered, and I didn't want my phone getting too wet. But here, look at Alice. Look how drenched she is.
I'm soaking wet. You can't tell.
Yeah, look at me. Oh my God. Oh, you can't really tell. I'm drenched too. But also look at this. Maybe a little bit of sun's coming out, so we hope. It would be amazing. We're a couple miles from camp. It would be amazing if we don't have to set up in the rain.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed, the sun stays. Hey everybody! What's so funny?
It took me like 6 seconds to say something.
Oh no, I was making sure my hair looked okay.
It looks like something.
Yeah, it might be loud because there's a lot of rain on the tent here. We just were eating dinner in Alice's tent, and we're waiting for our friend Spruce to get here. It's raining now. It might be raining all night. It rained today. It rained last night. It's a very rainy time here on the trail. But that's okay. We're making the most of it. We hiked through some tough rain. It was fun. I had a good time. How about you?
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah. We might get umbrellas though. We talked about this.
Yeah.
We might try the umbrella approach.
Everyone that we talk to that uses umbrellas on trail, loves them. Mm-hmm. No bad reviews at all. So, I think it's where at least the top half of us would be dry when we got to camp. So, yeah. I think we should give it a try.
A morale booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, a lot of our stuff is still wet. But we're leaving the trail tomorrow and we'll find a way to get our stuff dry, so that'll help. Yeah, we're good. We're feeling good. We're gonna have a movie, I think we're both gonna stay in our tents and watch movies tonight.
Yeah.
And that'll probably be that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing exciting.
Alright, well, good night everybody. Hike on, happy hikers. And we'll see you tomorrow.